What's up, my fellow geeks? My name is Matthew Witz from the Great Big Geeks, and I love the Thing as much as I love my Thing. Wait a minute. You rolling? Alright, let's get to it. Fantastic Four has had a rocky past with film, but Fantastic Four First Steps was perfect. It had recently been added to Disney Plus as of the script being written and recorded on November 5th of 2025. That being said, if my calculations are correct, this video should land on November 19th, 2025. Anyways, you can tell in this film, there's a lot of love thrown into this film, whether it be from the Fantastic Four comics, from the 60s era. From start to finish, First Steps is a good old 10 out of 10. It was chef's kiss. It was a more serious film compared to other MCU entries, but somehow, apart from the mid-credit scene, it was kind of hard to see if it was a Marvel film. It felt more like a solo film, which I loved. The cinematography in this film was perfect, whether it be from the 60s transitions to the VHS old school footage of them getting their powers. It was just beautifully shot. The other thing I want to mention was the villains. Obviously we have Galactus, we have Mole-Man, we have the Silver Surfer. But there's also some references that I noticed, whether it be from the Red Ghost, from the Puppet Master. That one was pretty cool. I actually really like the Puppet Master. We didn't really get to see him, which was unfortunate, but it was entertaining all the same. My slight little nitpick, though, was Galactus in some scenes didn't really look that good, He looked really great 95% of the time. It was just that other 5% where he was a little bit iffy, right? The same could be said when it comes to Reed Richards stretching. I feel like that's as good as we're ever really going to get to perfection, because let's be honest, CGI and stretching powers is pretty difficult. One Piece couldn't do it, other Fantastic Four stuff couldn't do it. I think currently this is as good as we're going to get, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I think we got to pack our bags on that one, alright? I also think this Fantastic Four is incredible. It is perfect in every way. Not to mention, I absolutely loved the chemistry for the characters, whether it be between Johnny and Reed, which I rarely get to see, which is nice to see it in this film, or whether it be Reed and the Thing. They had the little quips back and forth, and I love that they kept true to it. Or whether it be from Reed and Vanessa Kirby's character, Sue Storm. I love the little connection with it, and I love the fact that Reed still had that dickish type charm to him, but also he cared, because in the comics, let's be honest, he was a real dick, but he cared, which I loved. So I love that they kept that in there. That was great. That was perfect, And whether it be Sue Storm arguing with Reed Richards, or Reed Richards, not giving time to Johnny, played by Joseph Quinn, I absolutely loved all of that, right? And I also love the little hints to it's clobbering time, but it's not clobbering time. He only said it once, and when he said it, it just didn't sound right. Maybe that's just me though. It's weird when he said it, and I didn't dig it as much as I would from previous ones. Previous ones did it really well. He did not. But yeah, I think that Fantastic Four First Steps is perfect in the sense of this is probably the best we're gonna get out of Fantastic Four film, solo film. I think it's absolutely lovely. I loved it. I loved everything about it. Anyways, my name is Matthew Woods. Stay geeky.